So in this video, I want to show you how to change and add widgets. So over here on the sidebar and down here in the footer, we have widgets. The footer, we have a widget showing the credit cards that are accepted, as well as giving the terms of use, privacy policy, and sitemap. And then over here, the contact information. And we go up and we see we have a go green flower symbol right here, sort of a sunflower-like symbol. Then we have our Facebook widget, currently importing in just the default Facebook feed. And then right here we have a link over here to the contact form with an ad for commercial cleaning services and getting a free estimate. So how do we change this information? How do we shift it around, alter its content, and add new stuff to it? Well, that's going to be back here in the administrative interface. I'm going to switch these around here. Come over here to Appearance, and underneath Appearance, there's this thing called Widgets I'm going to click on. That's going to show me Sidebar 1, and if you remember when we were setting up the sidebar for the page that we just created in the last video, you'll remember that there were 8 different sidebars, and this is where we have access to those 8 different sidebars right here. This is where you put the content into those. As you'll see, we just have content sitting in Sidebar 1 right now. 2 of these are text widgets, and 1 of them is a Facebook widget. These are sourced from over here. You'll see all the different widgets on the system right here. A lot of these are built in with WordPress. Some of these were brought in with the framework, and some of these, like the Facebook ones, were added via a plugin. So all of them kind of had different choices, and all of them kind of do different things. Here's a way to, this allows you to display a drop-down menu. This allows you to display blog categories. Here shows a nice little calendar along with links to current blog posts. Another one is a custom menu that just adds a straight sidebar list menu based on whatever menu you select. Let's go ahead and first I want to show you what's going on in these text ones over here. You'll notice as I open these up, I see some code over here. And that's because what this is doing is this is putting in a link and an image. And that's this right here is what you see. That's the first thing we see right here. So you're going to want to leave this code alone. That you won't want to edit because that's nothing but pure code. Down here in the next one, you'll see we also have an image, and it's a little bit less code because all it's doing is just placing in an image right here on the side. So these being pure code over here, you're not going to want to alter it all. But if you wanted to alter the way that they were arranged, you can do that through easily dragging and dropping them. Like let's say I wanted the flower actually up at the top. So I'm now going to drag this and drop this. Okay, I'm not going to save anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to come over here and refresh the page. And you're going to see that this has automatically been represented up front here. This is automatically now I have Go Green up here right at the top. The moment I drag and drop that, it was automatically saved to the database and it was automatically live up front. So just be aware that back here in the widgets, when you do change things, when you change the order of them, it's going to be automatically reflected up in the front. So I'm going to take that widget actually and I'm going to drag it back below our Facebook Lightbox. And then when I do that, I come out here and I refresh the page, and you'll see that now below our Facebook Lightbox, there's our little Go Green sunflower. Okay, awesome. So how do we add widgets in? Well, there's a couple of different ways. Like let's say I wanted to put in a calendar over here. I could click on this, and then it'll show me all the different sidebars I have available. I can select sidebar 1 and click Add Widget, and it will add the widget to the bottom of the sidebar and ask me to give it a title, which I could give it the title of Calendar, and then I click Save. Now, the moment I've added the widget, done whatever configuration is necessary for the widget, and they're going to be different for each little widget. Sometimes it'll be just a title, other times it'll be a very long and lengthy lists of different things that you could select, like we have here on the Facebook box. And sometimes it will just be something just as simple as just a title. But once you've done that, you'll want to click the Save button. And then when you refresh the page, now you'll see coming down here to the bottom of the page, I have a calendar. And you'll notice that since I put in a title, I've got a title in there. And then right below that, I have a little calendar showing the current month of August here right now. Now, if I don't want that, there's a couple of things I can do. I could just come over here and drag and drop it over here, and it will just disappear. Another way to add them is just to drag and drop them over here, and I can add them here, clicking Save, not even giving this one a title, and come out here and refresh, and now you'll see that when this loads, now I don't have a title or anything, I just have the content of the widget. So most of the time, a lot of times, depending on the widget, even a lot of the selections, a lot of the things you can do inside the widget are actually optional. So if I want to get rid of that, I could drag and drop it again, or I can click delete, and when I do, it's just going to delete it. I refresh this, you're going to see that it is now gone. Okay. What if I didn't want to do that? What if I put this in here and let's say I named it, I'm going to go ahead and name it calendar. I know, very unique name there for that. And I'm going to go ahead and click save. Let's say, what if this was a longer widget though? What if this was like a Facebook like box and I put all this information in, such as, the URL of the page and configured it how I wanted it, but I wanted to take that widget out of commission for a while, but I wanted to save everything and be able to bring it back whenever I wanted it. Well, if I delete it or just drag and drop it out of there, then it's gone forever. I can't do anything with it. It's never coming back. But if I grab this and I come all the way down here to the bottom of the page, you're going to see there's an area called Inactive Widgets. I can click that in there. Now this widget is going to be saved. I come back out here and I refresh, and you're going to see now below Go Green, when that comes back, I don't have any calendar widget, okay? But I do have the widget down here, and I can even open it up and even make changes to the widget and save the widget, and it will just sit here in Inactive Widgets and not do anything. And then when I want to restore it, bring it back up here, and put it right back. Let's say I'm going to put it back up at the top. Put it right back up here, drag and drop it in, refresh my page, go back up to the top, and now we'll see we have our calendar there. So widgets are pretty diverse and very, very easy to use. You can just drag and drop them. You can easily get rid of them. But just remember that when you drag and drop them originally in, they do go in there. But when you make changes to them, you will need to click the Save button. But when you delete them or rearrange them, they will just automatically be deleted or rearranged out in the front. There's no need to save anything. WordPress just automatically does that. So for instance, if I take this and I move it down here, I don't have to worry about opening this up and clicking save. I only have to do that if I come in here and I make changes to this content. Since I didn't make any changes to the content, I don't have to do that. I can just come here and move these around all I want, and when I come back out front and refresh the page, we're going to see that everything now is back in the original order that we had it before. So that is how you add and remove widgets in the WordPress system.